Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner. Classics last non-classics. This is 421. Got one trade. This is a trade I purchased at Tampa Comic Con. I got this for $5. S.H.I.E.L.D. Architects of Forever, written by Jonathan Hickman and artwork by Dustin Weaver. This is just the first volume, which lasted 6 issues. When these issues were originally coming out, I wasn't exactly collecting these at that point, but I do remember reading about this. These issues were come out bi-monthly. I do not know why Hickman did this for, but he did. And then after 6 issues, the book hit a restart button, released an Infinity issue, and then it released 4 issues, and then the book was put on hold. And it's been on hold for at least 6 years now. And there's a very stupid reason why. The reason why? Because Marvel never released issue 5. Despite the fact the book is done, Marvel never released it. That's just the way it is when it comes to Marvel. They have a tendency to delay books for a long period of time for no explained reason. Yep. But this book basically is just awesome. Of course, there's also referenced this book at the start of Nick Spencer's Secret Empire book when he brings up one of the characters. Now, who would the cast of characters to this book? This is actually quite interesting. The main his name is Leland, and his father is a guy called Nightmaster. He shows up like halfway through the series, halfway through this volume. And there are several known real-life historical figures in this series. People like Imhotep, who actually was he was an architect. Let's see. We also have Galileo Galilei, Sir Isaac Newton, Leonardo da Vinci. Trying to think though, who else was it? There's also they all throw in here Nathaniel Richards, the father of Reed Richards, and the grandfather of Franklin and Valerie Richards, and of course Howard Stark, the father of Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, is in here as well. The book is set in the mid 1950s. If I'm mistaken, correct? I think it's set in 1953. To start off with, then it jumps ahead 3 years later to 1956. The artwork in here is fantastic. Dustin Weaver himself does a fantastic job. I mean, look at this gorgeous artwork. The guy does a great job with this thing. And I keep thinking, though, why wasn't this series ever finished? Yeah, this has nothing to do with the run that Mark Waid did in 2015. Yeah, that book has nothing to do with this one. That was related to the TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where they brought characters from the TV show into the 616 universe. Where they brought Fitz, Simmons, and Melinda May. When they brought those 3 characters from the TV show into the comic book. The subject is called S.H.I.E.L.D. It has nothing to do with this book. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It has nothing to do with this at all. The best thing about this book, aside from the artwork, is the writing Hickman does in here. It's great. If you're used to basically Hickman writes, we tend to do in a lot of the dialogue. There's a lot of reading for this, but it's very interesting dialogue. And this is one of my favorite series from Marvel that sadly, like I said, never was finished because of Marvel's laziness when it comes to releasing this series. I don't know why this series wasn't come out monthly. I have no idea why. It just that it wasn't. But I was so happy when I saw this thing for $5 at Comic Con. Like, oh yeah, I'm taking you with me because I love this series. Another series I love, and this is another series that Hickman did do. Secret Warriors. Yep. They have all 6 trades in here. I was hoping to get my hands in the first trade, but they only have the second and third trade there. I want to get these trades in order. There's actually one more trade that collected issues from the series. I'm hoping to get my hands on it soon. I don't know where it is, though. No, I do not know. I have to find it, though, but yeah. This is all about basically, like, for the world that Hickman develops in the 1950s, it is so interesting. And seeing all the cars. For pretty much people who live in the 1950s and they read this book, they're probably like, wow, this is good. Now, my dad was born in the 50s, so he doesn't remember the 1950s. So, anybody who lived through the 1950s may or may not enjoy this. It depends upon what their mood is. Yep. Yeah, there's actually 2 other trades of this thing. Hmm. That's just the thing. There's one more trade for this one, but I don't know where it is yet. Okay, but oh yeah, also I got to throw this in here as well. In flashbacks, they do a couple minor retcons, like how the Bruce showed up Earth during ancient Egypt, and they're defeated by Imhotep and an early incarnation of Moon Knight, and Galactus shows up during the Renaissance, and he's defeated by Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah. So those of you who may have heard the name, basically, if you're very curious about this series and people who love reading about the Renaissance, you would love this comic book. This book is just pure awesomeness at its finest. There's nothing bad about this comic at all. Everything about this comic is so good. The dialogue is good. The writing is good. Um, Everything about this book is so good. It's just pure enjoyment reading this book again. I'm going to get this book a 10 out of 10. This is just so good. I really wish Marvel would finish this thing. Okay? But that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, which is episode 422. I don't know if it's going to be double shot or a single shot yet. I'll decide when to get more trades from the library, okay? But until then, I will see you there. Bye.